Welcome to litcapital Sunday Setup. Today is the 19th of January 2020. We start off by looking at our website, letting you guys know we have a major sale on at the moment, 50% off. For any person who is new to the trading industry and would like to have a better understanding, I would advise you to register for free so that you can get access to our education academy. But if you are already a trader who's been on the markets now for a year plus and would like to take your trading to the next level, then I definitely would encourage you guys to head over to our courses and get yourselves on our mentoring program. If you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to hit the button to subscribe and the bell for notifications, because every day is money day. So let's get into this straight away. We're going to have a look at the DXY. Now, bearing in mind, we've got a lot of news out this week. We have the euro interest rate, along with the yen, along with the Canadian dollar. The following week, we have the pound combined with the US dollar. So as we have a look at the dollar index at the moment, as mentioned on our last call, we was expecting the price to come up higher to clear these areas here of equal highs. Now, we haven't quite seen the equal high cleared, but at the same time, of course, with the events that's actually unfolding at the moment, we've seen a lot of tension with Libya, a lot of stuff with the impeachment of Trump. So, who knows? We could see over the next 2 days the dollar gain a lot of strength, and due to the strength it gains, we could see the equal highs taken out and then a reversal. But ultimately, if we're looking at it from a daily chart, we do want to see price come a lot higher before we look at the dollar becoming a lot weaker. Moving on to the AUD JPY. Now, we gave out this AJ trade quite some time ago, so it's been a nice swing. We've been able to catch a lot of pips from this one, and on the retest, we've been able to re-enter. So at the moment, we currently are looking for another entry. I've got my alert set around 50%. So if price falls beneath this area and becomes discounted, we definitely will be looking to pull the trigger and go in for another long. With that being said, of course, we've got the yen interest rate coming out later this week. So we can see a lot of volatility with the yen. We can see this pair actually move overnight. Okay. In the Asian session is probably when we're going to see most of the magic happen with this. So we will keep you guys up to date. If you're not already in our Discord, be sure to get access. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, leave a comment in the section below, and we will give you the link so you can get access to our charts. Moving on, Euro NZD, another trade we've given out. Currently at the moment, we're still active in this. We was able to catch a few pips before the market closed on Friday. The market kind of ranged up and came down, ranged up and came down. We're currently in an area of consolidation. So again, with the euro interest rate this week, we can see the pair continue to push upwards. Ultimately, from a daily perspective, we are looking for price to come higher, clear out the imbalances above before coming down. Interestingly enough, this does look quite bearish here, but when we look at the overall picture, we are actually seeing a lot of bullish action, and no structure's actually been broken beneath. So we're sitting tight with this. We are expecting a nice aggressive pump upwards, but until we see the interest rate release, we can't really expect to see much movement. The markets last week was very stale, and personally, our opinion is due to the fact that we do have a lot of interest rates coming up to the latter end of this month. So again, we'll be sitting tight. We're holding two trades with this. We'll be seeing what happens, and we'll be keeping you guys up to date in the Discord channel. Last but not least, oil. For me anyway, guys. We went over oil and we gave oil out in the Discord channel. I mentioned this on the call again on our Sunday setup. What we didn't actually show on the Sunday setup, within the Discord channel, was our first entry. This was our second entry. This was our first. Now, due to the stop loss you would have to hold for the first entry, we did think it would be too wide and too wide for a trader, especially someone who maybe doesn't actually have their risk management locked down. So we kept this one quiet, this entry, waiting for price to come back down to here, which would give guys a nice safer trade. Due to the tensions that we've seen with Libya at the moment, with the oil shortage, we of course have seen the market gap upwards. So we will be looking for this gap to be filled and for price to come down lower. But if it doesn't, of course, then we can expect price to really come up, fill some areas of imbalance before coming down. And if that does happen, if price does just go away from here, then of course we will change our bias and look to provide a short setup when the opportunity arises. That's it for me, guys. I'll hand myself over to Jacob.
Thanks, Val. Appreciate that. Welcome, guys. I'm taking over, so I'm going to go through some setups that I gave out for following last week, starting with the pound USD. This was a good trade for those that did take it in the Discord channel. You was able to see a great move, a great push up, not to the desired target that we fully expected, and it now has come to entry. So we could possibly see another entry from where it is now. I am hoping so, because I am still bullish on this pair. But if you did catch the entry, it did go for 130 pips, with, it's brilliant as it's a major. So shout out to those who did take it. But right now we just have to wait and see, because the DXY, as Keveld was explaining, did gain some strength. So it is still bullish in my opinion until this structure is broken. So I'm not really panicking too much. I did take partials, and at the end of the day, the position I have is at break even. So I'm not too fussed, but I would like to see a push higher in order to clear higher areas in the liquidity actually created in doing the push down when the DXY got stronger. So for me, still bullish until this structure is broken. If we do get a close below, then I will be changing my bias. But right now, we have to see how London open plans out, so to speak. We don't really trade the Asian session. We're just going to let it unfold. So definitely going to update with this one again, but I would like to see another push higher to the 133 area, which is my overall target on the higher time frame. I do think we can get that, if I'm honest. So, obviously, if we do get another entry, this is still another great trade. If we do get back up here again, we could get, over 100 plus pips again. But overall, I would like to see higher prices, as my opinion on the daily and the higher time frames is still bullish. So we have to just wait and see. We'll be updating with that for sure. I'm going to head over to Euro USD, pretty much similar as well. DXY getting stronger again, and it has now pushed back into our buy area. Also gave this out in the Discord too, which was another great trade. It did push off of our area, and we was able to secure some profit before I actually got stopped out at break even. But it is still bullish in my opinion. So until this price structure is broken, we do have lower areas that I am a bit aware of as well. Some imbalance down here on the daily. So I will be looking at this area for a reaction in order to enter again. With the news coming out with the euro in regards to the interest rate, it will be decisive this week. Might see some slow movement leading up to it, so we just have to be patient with this one. So I'm still bullish on this as well, with higher targets yet to be taken out. So definitely keep your eyes on this, guys. Another trade I gave out was USD JPY. Very slow on this pair, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, it did give us, an opportunity for, I believe, 30, 40 pips. So it was okay. I got stopped out at break even. And yeah, the structure on the higher time frames is actually showing bullish behavior. So there is the Japanese interest rate coming out this week, so might get a spike in some type of direction with that. But yeah, very slow with this pair. So I'm not really looking to enter again, if I'm honest, because the amount of time it took for it to unfold, and what it actually gave us for my personal way of trading, I didn't really enjoy just sitting on it like that. So when it tapped me out, I was like, kind of stopped looking at it. But for those that did take it again, there was an opportunity for 40 pips. So I do expect lower prices in order to see eventual higher prices. I would be looking for a buy to sell scenario with that. But yeah, I did want it to push back down. Overall, last pair for you guys is gold. So gold, I actually expect lower prices on this. Just going off of the daily, we can see here we have been bullish for a couple weeks now, and we have formed that new higher high. So in my opinion, I do expect us to have a pullback, a retracement, in order to then get a new higher high. So we have yet to actually get a real retracement to lower areas and fill some of these imbalances left below. I will be looking at this for the week. I don't have a permanent setup right now to give you guys, but I have my eye on gold and will be updating the Discord with this. For me, it can push higher. I would like to see it push into this on lower time frame. I would like it to see it push into these areas up above to clear out some liquidity and things like that. Coming up with the Bank of Japan with their monetary policy meeting, stuff like that. We could see an impressive move from gold. So yeah, be patient with this one for sure. I'm gonna hand you guys over to Adam.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. Hope you're well, guys. I'm going to get straight into it with the AUD CAD. As you can see, I'm just going to talk about structure quickly. Been very bearish on the daily for quite some time. And as you can see now, these breaks have been kind of interesting me. The price kind of just closes above here. So I am now focusing on the buys. I believe this can now be turning around and we can get a strong move to the upside. If I just come down to the 4 hour, looking for the best entry possible. As you can see, the kill zone down here, I'm focusing on the 78% area. There's a few confluences on this one, of course, the imbalanced area here. And if I just come down to the 2 hour, there's a few candles here that I'm focusing on as well to play off. So this will be tracked in the Discord. Stay tuned on that one. And my second trade for the week, if I just quickly go through the NZD Swiss franc, it's a similar setup regarding the structure. Just get you on the daily again. Very bearish coming down. There's been a break. So I'm just watching this now. I believe we can get a strong push to the upside again. I'm expecting price to come a bit lower. If I just come to the 4 hour, I want to see this candle here, which is covering, like the whole kill zone area. I want to see how it plays off there. Possible buy. The imbalanced area just above the 61%. Again, I've got a lot of monitoring to do on this one. So again, stay tuned in the Discord throughout the week. We'll be putting a lot of trades in there this week.
And that's it from us this week. Be sure to look out for our market update throughout the week. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep up to date with the videos, as videos equals money, money equals setup, setups equals education. Remember, every day is money day. We look forward to seeing you guys throughout the week in the Discord channel. Secure the bag, stay safe, peace out.